Hello, this is David Kozich, the Chief Spiritual Officer of the LoveMakers Foundation. We're based out of Redlands, California, and do a lot of our stuff up here in Lake Arrowhead. We're filming from Lake Arrowhead, California today, at one of our retreat locations. And the title of today's love message, we've been able to do 10 or 12 in the last few months. We're doing it every Friday. And I hope we've brought some love and some awareness about love into your life. But today's love message is love and unity. We're in a world today that is divisive. We're in a world today that you have good versus bad, religion versus religion, people versus people. We're in a very litigious society. One example of this is the impeachment going on currently of President Trump. You have one side versus the other side. You have people fighting people. You have Americans fighting Americans. It's sort of like a political civil war. And politics has always been a rough game. But then you have country versus country. Who can you trust? But then you can turn to yourself. Because what's happening in the world is simply a metaphor for what's happening with yourself. There's fear, there's love, there's positive, there's negative. But there's a duality. It can be us versus them, me versus myself. But there's duality in the world. What eliminates this duality? Well, it's love. Love will unify life. Martin Luther King said, hatred paralyzes life. Life and love revitalizes it. Hatred confuses life. Love harmonizes. Hatred darkens life. Love illuminates. If you look at life, you have a positive, negative, you have opposites. There is a transcendent aspect to love. Love is the answer. Love is the way. For an individual self, what does it mean? What does it mean to you right this second? Love means that it can unify yourself. And how do you do that? Well, you align yourself completely and totally with love. And what does that mean? Well, your actions. Do your actions in love. That is with kindness, compassion, thoughtfulness, awareness, personal strength. Love. Behavior. Your thoughts. Do you even love yourself? You know, your past history doesn't matter because right this second you can love yourself. And I guarantee you one thing, if you were to learn to love yourself, you will unify yourself. Because there will be no fear. Where there's absolute love, there is no fear. You will be unified inside. When unified inside, you will find joy. That's what happens, and that's why living in the moment is so important. Because you're living in the moment, your consciousness is in the moment. And I will tell you, if you're able to live in the moment, guess what? You'll be emanating love into infinity. Because love has infinite potential. We've talked about this. Love is energy. It's a very positive energy. So if you can align your thoughts, your actions, your awareness, what you hear, what you say, everything you do, align it with love. And what will happen? What will happen is you'll become love eventually. You know, right now, the first step is just learn to love yourself. But there's a step beyond that. That's being love. Because when you are loved, guess what? There is no duality. Because when you love yourself and you become love, you will experience your source. You will experience the beauty in everything that you do. You will experience the beauty in anything that happens. Whether it's sorrowful, sad, or a negative against you, financially or otherwise. By being love, you will attack and live in love, and you will learn that there's nothing in this dimension that can harm you. But the key is you must connect to love, just like the world must connect to love. And really, when you look at some of the greatest love situations, when Jesus died for all mankind and humankind, that was an act of love. But I would urge every Christian out there to actually live in love. Follow the great commandment. Love God with all your heart. Follow the second commandment. Love others as you love yourselves. I would urge everybody in the Islam religions, love Christians, love yourselves. Let God bring the love, experience the love, and let you become that love. Because, let me give you some truth. I am love. I connect with all. But so do you. All you have to do is discover that. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sins. That's found in 1 Peter in the Bible. What does it mean? It means basically, love overcomes all, doesn't it? It's the greatest power in the world, isn't it? Love overcomes. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve to be loved and deserve to be loved and to give yourself love and affection. That's what the Buddha said. So we have the Bible. We've got Buddha. We got Martin Luther King. We've got Khalil Gibran, who said, love is sufficient unto itself. Love doesn't need anything. Love is love. Let your consciousness become love. All of it, and that means all of you. Your thoughts, actions, speech, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. And it doesn't mean you're not going to have times, emotional times where you're sad, you're angry. It doesn't mean that. It means that at your core you are love. That you know that you love yourself and that you are and become love. And so that your reaction is one of love, is one of forgiveness, is one of personal inner strength. Because when you live in love, you will live in strength. And faith and love will move mountains. That is truth. At this time, though, I want to say that if it wasn't for the faith of the present CEO of LoveMakers, I would not be here today to share these great messages with you. That together we're going to move the mountain towards love. Because we want this entire planet, 7.7 billion plus people, to all have love in their heart, to all become and be love. And all I feel for you right now is love. All I feel is love and feeling the infinite, feeling God in my heart. And whether you believe in God or not doesn't matter, because I want you to feel love in your heart, and that will expand into something very special. But right now I want to introduce the president and CEO of LoveMakers Foundation. And of course we are a religious corporation. We function as a very unique religious organization. We're an online spiritual organization, spreading love in the world. We also have in-person stuff. We also do training. We also do use light energy. We have seminars, love seminars, leadership seminars, divinity training, membership training, to become LoveMaker trainers. We do weddings. We do it all. Anything a regular church can do, we can and will do. But the most important thing is we bring love. So, Deborah, talk a little bit about membership, talk a little bit about LoveMakers, and go ahead.
Yes, thank you, David, for a wonderful love message again this week. Brought to you by our YouTube channel, LoveMakers Foundation. And we want to thank everyone that's been joining us, liking, sharing, and subscribing, because this is part of the power of getting our message of love out there. And we really appreciate everyone that's doing that. Please continue to do so. We really do enjoy having you here. There's other ways to reach out to us too, on Facebook and also on Twitter. We do have a live website coming up here soon within the next month. And we will have ways that you can donate to help support us get this message out there and to support creating a way that we can come together and bring unification with love worldwide. That is our mission. And we're here to change the paradigm of the world from fear to love, to create a personalized spiritual experience. And really, love is the only way that we can bring union with ourselves, with our heart, to share it with our families and to the communities. So thank you. And you can reach out to us for prayer work, spiritual coaching at 877-711-0850 and also at lovemakersway@gmail.com. Thank you so much.
And love is the way.